Before we begin, I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year to make all these special videos, so if you like the content here, please consider subscribing to help fulfill Project 10K. Thank you. Now on to the video. Does anybody else remember Sal Machiani being all over the marketing of Cars 2 for some reason? I feel like this is a pretty iconic character to us as Cars fans, despite the fact that he is barely in the movie. In fact, I didn't even know where in the movie Sal Machiani appeared until right before I started filming this review. Sal Machiani and other Apes, that's what this type of vehicle is called, these little three-wheel Italian cars, they're all over the Italy section of Cars 2, but Sal himself is barely noticeable. Apparently, he appears at this stand here with Sean Crash. Yeah, I literally never knew that. I just found that out. Which makes sense, because in 2014, Sal Machiani would be released in a 2-pack with Sean Crash. But honestly, yeah, Sal was everywhere, despite barely being in the movie. And he actually wasn't the only character that this happened with. Okuni, Topper Deckington III, and I think Zen Master were all over Cars 2 marketing as well. Really letting you know that the characters were going international this time by highlighting a character that was representative of vehicles from that country. Sal was chosen as sort of the Italy representative. And I think that's pretty interesting, because these characters are all barely in the movie. Okuni probably has the most screen time out of those. I'm pretty sure we still don't know which double-decker bus specifically is Topper Deckington III, and like I said, while Sal's model appears all over Italy, Sal himself is barely noticeable in the final movie. It's such a fascinating way to market a Cars movie, right? And honestly, it makes sense. Even though these are minor characters, Cars 2 was all about traveling the world, among other things, so why not use some characters from around the world to help advertise the film? Characters that represent Tokyo, Italy, and England. And that's what put Sal in such a strange scenario. He's an iconic character, despite the fact that he's barely in the movie. Anyway, guys, welcome back down to the review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sal Machiani. This is one of many, many items that Robin Tailsfighter sent me a few months back, and I'm very excited to add Sal to my collection here. He bought all of those cars at a flea market, and Sal is probably in the worst shape of any of the items he sent me, but regardless, it's an item I didn't have before, so I'm very happy to add it to my collection. Sal actually has two variants. This one released back in 2011 in a 2-pack with Race Team Mater, and then in 2014, an updated, more film-accurate Sal Machiani released in a 2-pack with Sean Crash. Like I said earlier, more based on the scene he appears in the movie. I do hope to get that someday, not only because I don't have Sean Crash, but also so that I could have the other Sal Machiani, hopefully one, that's not as dented up as this. But still, regardless, I'm very happy to add this character to my collection. It's one that I've wanted for a very, very long time, because like I said, Sal Machiani is an iconic character to me, and it's so cool to have anybody of this car model. My family is Italian. I've never been over there, but my mom has been to Italy several times in her life, and she's told me before that when she was a kid, her family took a vacation to Italy and they drove in a car just like this, and it was pretty terrifying to have this like 3-wheeled crate on wheels going around. But yeah, Sal is a really fun item to have. He's always held a special place in my heart. I think he's an absolutely adorable character as well. Absolutely love his character design, and I'm very, very happy to add him to my collection. As you can see, he's got this adorable, happy smile there. He's got his one wheel in the front, and of course the 2 in the back. This is, of course, fully freestanding, so if you want, you could have him do some sick tricks. Look at him go. Whoa, he can break dance, yeah. Woo! Go Sal, go Sal, go Sal. You get the point. You can see, yeah, like I said, mine is a bit worse for wear. It definitely could have been worse, though. I mean, you can see several dents and scrapes on him, but again, that's all right. Like I said, happy to add him to my collection, even if he's not in the best condition. Got his mirrors on either side there. Considering how dented the front of him is, I'm honestly surprised that the mirrors have still stayed on, because as per usual, they are just soft plastic additional pieces. You've got the whole crate here, the whole back part, pretty nicely detailed. Nice sculpt all around on this guy. I really hope that someday we get other Apes. I know one of the clowns in the Cars on the Road Showtime episode used this car model, so hopefully we at the very least get that one. I know a lot of the clowns make new models for their characters. It'll be interesting to see if they reuse the Sal model or not. But yeah, that would be super cool to get. I would just love to get repaints of Sal to represent different Apes that we see throughout Italy. You can technically have two, since the two Sals are slightly different colors. You know, it might not look like you just have two of the same guy running around, but I would love to get like the all white one and the other color ones that we see in the background. The Disney store actually made some other ones. I'm not sure which ones they made. I know they made the all white one, which is why I mentioned that one earlier. But yeah, I would love to see some other characters of this model. No license plate on the back or anything. And this is dirt detailing. Those aren't more dense. That is dirt detailing on the back. Looking pretty good. Pretty nicely made guy. Finally, there is a look at the base. I find it pretty funny to see that he was packed in a 2-pack with Race Team Mater. They don't share any screen time together. It just seems like another incarnation of the Mater and Zen Master 2-pack. Just the classic case of Mattel giving you a large character and a smaller character to try to justify the price so you don't have to buy the small character all on its own. Since this guy is a single, may not look the most appealing. If they released him now, he'd, you know, as a single, he'd probably come with some accessories, maybe some all-in-all cans, or maybe a cone. Because for whatever reason, we just throw cones in with random cars. Isn't that right? Jessica Carville, why do you have a cone? You're an assistant director. Why does that car come with a cone again? I don't know. My point is that if Sour were released now, he'd probably come with some accessories. Anyway, guys, there you go. Sal Machiani. Very happy to add him to my collection. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.